After candlestick analysis and trend analysis, the next biggest weapon that any trader should have in his or her arsenal is support and resistance, and that's exactly what we are going to learn in today's class. So hi all, welcome to the 26th episode of the complete learning series of stock market investing and trading. In fact, this is the 5th video of the technical analysis masterclass that we are doing here. So as always, I put all these videos into a playlist. The playlist is available here in the I button up above. Make sure you watch all the videos in the right order and learn really well. Let's trade together and grow together. So the agenda of today's class is very simple, right? We are on our journey to become a great trader. In order to do that, you should definitely understand what supports and resistances are. I'm sure in your trading learning journey, when you're watching multiple videos, when you're listening to multiple traders, you would have definitely heard about the terms supports and resistances. So today, let's understand what they are, how they are formed, how you can find out resistance and supports when you're looking at chart, and everything that is there to supports and resistances. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into the class. The name is Shari Shamsuddin. Welcome to Market Feed. So hi students, before getting into the presentation, let's make the agenda a bit more clear. We are going to learn what supports and resistance are. We are going to learn how they are formed. Then I'm going to teach you how you can find supports and resistance on any chart by doing some studies that we are going to do today. And finally, we are going to learn how to practically use supports and resistances to take amazing trades so that we can make good money from trading. Very clear? If that is the case, mark your attendance in the comment section. Let's get started, right? So yeah, I have the presentation here. We are going to learn about support and resistances today. So first of all, before getting into any theory, we are going to look at this picture and understand what supports and resistances are. Okay, so what you see here in the black line is the price movement of a stock. Okay, so we know one thing, that no stock moves just like this up. It doesn't move like this, right? Just like that, no stocks moves just like this down. Whenever there is a move in a stock, we learned this in the trend analysis video, right? So if you haven't watched the video, please make sure that you watch the trend analysis video, right? So when the stock is in any sort of a trend, let it be uptrend, downtrend, or even sideways trend, stock moves up a bit, then comes down a bit, then moves up a bit, then comes down a bit. It always moves like that, right? So similar move is what I'm trying to show with this black line. This is the movement of a stock. It is moving up a bit, then coming down, then it moves up till here, then moves down till here, then moves up till here, then moves down, then moves up. You get the point, right? So when you look at this closely, there are certain observations that you can do. What are they? You can see certain price levels where the stock is moving in a predictable manner. What is it? Certain price levels where you can see that the stock is moving in a predictable manner. Let us find them, right? So if you see here, the stock came down till here. It actually then started moving up from here. Then it came down again to the same price level, and then it moved up again. So two times it actually came to the same price level and it moved up. Same price level where selling stopped and buying started. Same price level where it acted as a support to the stock. What does a support mean? Support means that when something is coming down, you give a support, right? So two times it happened. So you can kind of say that this price level is important for the stock. And at this price level, the stock is moving in a predictable manner. What are you predicting? When the stock comes to this price level, selling kind of stops and buying starts. And for that reason, whenever the stock is coming to this level, it moves up again. So because of that, you can draw a line here on the chart and say that whenever the next time the stock comes down till here, we can kind of predict that it can act as a support and buyers would start buying so that the stock can move up from here. It wouldn't move down. And what did we see? It went up again, then came down to the same level and it acted as a support, and then the stock moved up again. Clear? So what are we trying to understand here? When a stock moves up, moves down, moves up and down, there are certain price levels where we can actually try to predict what can happen to the stock. And these predictable price levels are called either supports or resistances. Now we just saw what a support is. Support is a price level from where the stock can actually move up again. That is when a stock is coming down from an upper level. When it is coming down, support is a level where we can kind of expect from that price level, buyers will be activated again and the stock can move up. That is what a support is. Very simply, we are not even getting into any theory here, just looking into the price move and trying to understand. Then let us look at this level, right? When the stock is moving up, it is actually taking resistance here, I can say. At this point, we can see that buyers have stopped buying and sellers are selling there. So when the next time also when the stock is moving up at the same level, the same thing happened again. That is, this stock level, this price level has turned out to be a level where the stock actually showed similar behavior multiple times. So when this happened 2 times, we can kind of say that, okay, this is a resistance level for the stock, because at least for 2 times, the stock went up to the same price level and it went up from the bottom and then it is coming down. So 2 times it has happened, similar behavior happening at the same price level. Now this price level has become important. The next time when the stock is coming to this price level, we can kind of say that, or we can say that the price can probably react in this manner. We can try to predict the price move. That is, when the next time when the stock is coming to this level, we can say that it can probably come down. That is what a resistance is. What is resistance? Literally, what does resistance means? Resistance. It is difficult to beat that, right? Stock moving up, facing the resistance, coming down. But when you see here, when you observe into this chart, you can see that the next time when the stock moved up from the support, it took support and then it moved up, it actually broke this resistance. It can also happen. So it doesn't mean that when a resistance is formed, when a stock price level is so important and it is acting as a resistance for multiple times, it doesn't mean that it can never be broken. It can be broken when there is huge buying happening here, so that much huge buying is beating the sellers there, and at that point of time, with a huge price action move, with huge volume, then a resistance can be broken. What is to be noted? This is an important price level. So when a resistance is broken once, then that price level can act as a support going ahead. Isn't that what we are seeing here? See, it broke, then came down, and that level, the same resistance which was earlier, has started acting as a support here. See, it came down, took support there and started moving up. And then it came down, took support at the exact same level, then it went up again, then came down, so it took support at the exact same level, then went up again, right? What can you understand here? It is not about either a resistance or a support. It is about understanding important price levels on a chart. And how can you identify the important price levels? You can identify important price levels based on previously this price level being respected by the stock multiple times. If you understand this important price levels, if the stock is moving up towards the level, it will act as a resistance. If that is broken and if the stock is moving down towards it from the top, then it will act as a support. Okay, now again looking here, you can see that multiple times, 2 times the stock actually moved up and it started moving down from the same price level for 2 times at least. Then you can draw a line there on the chart and start calling it as a resistance. Very clear. The chart is clear. The practical application is clear. Now, I'll set the agenda for the video, right? Now we'll go into some theory part. We'll learn some theory about supports, resistances, how they are formed, and some theory. Then we'll actually go into actual practicals. What is actual practicals? Not looking into some image like this. And actual practicals is actually going into some chart on TradingView and actually drawing support and resistance lines together. Let's do that. So some theory and then a lot of practicals coming in your way. So make sure you watch the video till the end. Now that you have some basic practical understanding of what support and resistance is, let us do some theory understanding, right? Let us read this. Resistance and supports are price levels where prices act in a predictable way. Correct? We just saw that, right? So supports and resistances are price levels. They are price levels. They are nothing other than that. They are just price levels where the stock or the instrument that you're looking into act in a predictable way. The second point here is buying or selling activity is usually higher at these price levels and determine future trend. Correct? So these price levels are important. I see, when I look into a chart, I see some price levels to be important. You also see those price levels to be important. All the market participants sitting across and watching that chart also understand those are important price levels. So when the stock reaches there, buying and selling happens at a more intensified manner. And that is what the second point says. The third point says that market players, including retail players and institutions, trade according to these levels. It is known to everybody. And finally, these levels can be simple horizontal lines, trend lines, or even technical indicators. So this is something you should understand. So when we are learning about support and resistance, the most crude form is what we are learning in this video. That is, by drawing lines on charts, we are going to understand support and resistances. Plus, we'll learn one indicator also. Okay, so stay tuned till the end of the video. So now you understand basically, right, support and resistances are important price levels on a stock or on any instrument that you're looking into. Now let us read what resistance is. Right? This was just an introduction. Now let us exactly understand what a resistance is. Now resistance is an important price level where price stops moving up further. Resistance, right? I mean, the literal meaning itself. Resistance is a price level where the stock moved up till there, then it take resistance is there. Sellers get activated, buyers get weak, and then the stock starts moving down from there. Okay, that is what a resistance level is. At resistance, there are more sellers than buyers. Resistance can be broken with large price action moves. That is also very important. It is not like once a resistance is established, it can never be broken. It can be broken with a large price action move. What is a large price action move? Where there is a large candle formed with a lot of volume, which indicates that a lot of people are buying there. In that case, buyers are beating the sellers there. A large green candle forming there, then the resistance can be broken. This is where I keep on saying, right, trading is not just about learning one indicator or learning just about candlesticks. You have to club all your different knowledge. You have to bring together your knowledge of candlestick analysis, trend analysis, drawing trend lines, and support and resistance, plus all the technical indicators that we are going to learn in the coming videos. You bring all of them together for your personal analysis, and then you can become a great trader. Just saying that, okay. Moving down, once a resistance is broken, it can act as a support. We learned about that on the chart that we saw as well, right? Now let us quickly go ahead and read what a support is. Now support is a price where price stops moving down further. We understood. Support again is a price level or a price zone, and if the stock is moving down from the top to the support price level, this is a price level where it can form a base and then start moving up again. What does it mean? The second point, right? At support, there are more buyers than sellers. That is a level that all the buyers in the market know. If the stock comes down till this level, it is a good level to buy. So people will start buying there. Sellers will stop selling there. And since a lot of buying happens there and less selling happens there, the stock will move up from there. Very clear. Just like we saw in resistance, supports can be broken with large price action moves. Again, maybe the stock has come down till a support, and from there, maybe the stock is not doing well, the fundamentals are not great, and lot of sellers are interested in selling it. And if there is a huge selling in that stock, then with large price action, with a large candle, with large volume, the support can be broken. It happens a lot in the market, and once a support is broken, it can act as a resistance. Once the support is broken, the stock has gone down. When the stock moves up, the same price level will start acting as a resistance. You might, if you are hearing this for the very first time, you might feel that, hey, what sorcery is this? What magic is this? How is a price level being so important? We'll talk about that. I'll explain the logic as to why certain price levels become important. We'll come to that, no worries. But before that, let us look into this image again. Super clear, right? The stock is moving down multiple times, then this price level, see, it is not like we know what a support level beforehand itself. We do not know. When the stock actually took support here 1-2 times, that is when we kind of draw a line here. That is only after minimum 2 times, we kind of feel that, okay, these 2 times at the same price level, the stock is actually reversed from here. Then let us draw a line here so that in the future it will act as a support. Understand this, right? That is beforehand itself, we never know support and resistance lines. Only after certain price behavior has happened, only then we can draw lines and say that, okay, in the future, these price levels seem to be important now. So let us draw a line here so that in the future also, these can be respected. Price can act in a predictable manner around these price levels, right? Super clear. Now let us talk about the magic that we spoke about now. That is, how is this even happening? I mean, a price level, okay, it can be important, but how can we say that the stock will act in a predictable manner at the same level in the future also? How does this even happen, right? Let's come to that. Now again, whenever I speak about how trend lines work, how trends work, how candlesticks work the way they work, how supports and resistance work the way they work, the answer is only one and same. The exact same answer that we discussed in the technical analysis intro video. If you haven't seen that introduction video, super important. Make sure you watch the video. I've given the link here. So in that video, we discussed, right, technical analysis, price action patterns, all these things work on the same logic. Simple logic, right? That is what I've answered here, right? Remember how is trend formed? In the trend video, we have again taken some time out to discuss about how trends are formed. Answer is the same only. What is the answer? Let it be trend, let it be support, let it be resistance. Everything is formed due to the collective action of market participants. I kind of touched upon this maybe 3, 4, 5 minutes ago, right? It is the same because stock market, trading, stocks, price move, everything is basically controlled by whom? The collective action of different market participants, and different market participants include retailers, HNIs, mutual funds, and all other institutions who are trading and investing in the market. So let me tell you this, right? I mean, this is very important. Say a stock went up till 100 rupees first. Okay, so maybe there were a lot of buyers who bought the stock at 20 rupees, 50 rupees, 70 rupees, or a lot of buyers, right? So when the stock went up till 100 rupees, maybe a lot of people started selling there. Cool. So the stock came down. From 100, it came down to say 90 rupees or 80 rupees. Then the stock went up again. When it reached 100, a lot more people actually booked profits and sold the stocks. Then the stock came down to 90 rupees, 85 rupees again. So when it went up to 100 again, all these market participants are watching the chart. So what are they seeing? They are seeing that whenever the stock is going to 100, a lot of people are booking profits. People who bought it originally at a lower price, they are booking profits and they are selling. 2 times it has happened already. So all the market participants, when they are seeing that, okay, 100 has been respected as a resistance multiple times already, there is a chance that it can act as a resistance again. And when all the market participants think the same way, if they have the stock, will they sell the stock at 100 or will they buy the stock at 100? You say. You understand the premise, right? The stock has went up to 100 and came down from 100. Then went up to 100, then came down from 100. The next time when it goes to 100, market participants all around, including you, what will you take a decision to do with the stock? Will you buy the stock at 100 or will you sell the stock at 100? Naturally, you will sell the stock at 100, right? Not just you, all the market participants. So when all of them take that collective decision together, again 100 will be respected as a resistance and the stock will come down again. That is how the magic happens, right? Maybe the next time when the stock is moving up to 100 again, a lot of people have already booked their profits. And there are some good news about the stocks also. Now the stock has to move up from there. So when it reaches 100, because people know that it is a resistance level and they know that if they start buying there in a lot of large quantities, then they can break out from that resistance level, and that is how a breakout from a resistance happens. And say from 100 the stock went up to 120, then it started coming down, came down till 100 again. When it comes to 100 again, when it comes down to 100 again, because there is this theory of support and resistance out there in the open. Yes, because there is this theory of support and resistance out there, people know that resistance, earlier resistance should act as a support here. What will you take a decision? Because you know that. Because you know that earlier resistance will act as a support now. The stock has come down to 100 again. It was a resistance earlier. You have a decision to make. Should you sell the stock there or buy the stock there? What is the larger probability that you'll do? You'll buy only, right? Not just you, but all the market participants, they'll also start buying there. So then it starts acting as a support. You understand? So when there is a theory out there, when there is a said belief out there, when a lot of people start believing in one thing, their actions will also be in such a way that it is aligned around that belief. Then that belief just became practical, right? Then the belief just came into existence. I hope you understand the point. So that is the magic how support and resistances are formed, and that is the magic how anything in technical analysis works. I hope this is super clear to all of you now. If that is the case, now let us get into practicals. Okay, all the theory is clear. Let's start getting into practicals. What is practically that you have to learn here? identifying support and resistance, right? Because now this was a chart, I drew support and resistance levels for you and you understood, right? Now let us actually go into a naked chart. What is a naked chart? Just the price move. You can see candles there, right? And there are no support and resistance levels there. How to identify support and resistance levels? Let us draw that together. Let us learn that together. Very clear. So let's first read the theory here. Then let us go into the chart and then let us put the theory into work there. Cool. So what does the theory say? Look into a chart and identify important price zones. That is what you have to do. Okay. Look into a chart and identify important price zones. So what are important price zones? That is what needs to be clear, right? These are zones or these are price levels where some trend reversal has happened multiple times. Or these are price levels from where breakouts or breakdowns have happened multiple times before. These are called important price zones. So you have to go into a chart and you have to identify important price zones. That is the first step. So let me go back into our image, right? So here if I see, I might say this and this. When two times, what is happening here? A downtrend is being reversed here. Again here, a downtrend is being reversed here. So two times a trend reversal has happened here. So I would say this price level is an important price level or an important price zone. Okay, I've identified that. Okay. Now number two. Plot a line where maximum such price points are touching or price zones are touching. Okay. Plot a line where maximum such price points are touching. What did I do here? I identified these two price points or price zones. I plotted a line here, right? A line here. That's what I did. That is it. You've basically plotted a support line. So when you plot this line, extend it to infinity so that you can expect that even when the next time the stock comes down till that line, that will act as a support or predictable price behavior will be formed there. What is the predictable price behavior here? Two times it has reversed. So the next time also there is a chance that the stock can reverse from there. And that is what is called a support. Okay. Now the theory of how to identify support and resistance is super simple, right? Number one, identify important price zones. How do you do that? Find trend reversals or breakouts or breakdowns. We just did that. We'll go to the chart and practically also do. No worries at all. Number two is plot a line where maximum such price points are touching. Maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 times at the same level. If you feel that that level is an important price level, then draw a line there, right? So maximum number of levels which are coinciding, the better your level is. I'd say at least look for minimum 2 or 3 occurrences. That is at least for a minimum 2 or 3 times, stock has shown similar behavior at a price level, minimum 2 or 3 times. That is when you'll connect them and draw a line. Cool. So you can start with easy and simple horizontal lines to begin with. That's exactly what we did here, right? These are horizontal lines. In fact, you can step up by drawing trend lines also. We learned about how to draw trend line in the last video. Please make sure you watch that. So if you actually draw a trend line in a stock, even the trend line can act as a support or a resistance. I'll show you that also in today's video. Okay, the theory is clear. Now let us get into some practical learning. We'll go into Nifty's chart and I'll draw support and resistance levels for you. So yeah, to learn and understand this practically, we have come and started looking at charts here, right? So yeah, this is Trading View for you. So Trading View is where I mostly look into charts. And as always, I've taken Nifty as an example and I'm looking into daily candles or daily time frame here. So in fact, I'm looking at 2015 here. Okay, see. Say that the time is 2015. So 2015, you're looking into what is happening on the daily candles of Nifty. I'm zooming in here. So when you're looking into this price move, what is our aim? We have to find support and resistances, right? So what was the first step? Identify important price levels or important price zones. These are levels where either trend reversal or breakout or breakdowns have happened. That is the first job. After identifying such zones, we have to draw a line connecting maximum of such points. Okay, let us do that. Cool. So I am looking into the chart. So what am I looking? What I'm seeing here, right? So here I can see the Nifty moved up till here, then took a rejection, then came down here. And then I kind of feel that a breakout happened here. See, a breakout. And why do I say it is a breakout? Good luck. See, here this candle is saying huge rejection from this level. Then it tried to move up. Then again huge rejection from this level, then it moved up, and then with huge green candles, that too with gap ups, which indicates a huge price action move on the upper side, it broke out. And after breaking out, when I'm looking, I see that Nifty tried to come down, then took support, then moved up from here, then came down, then took support. So this level maybe acted as a resistance, then it was broken, then it started acting as a support, right? Even if you look here, the Nifty went up a lot from there, then came down, took support here, or trend reversal happened here. Where? Nearly at the exact same level. Again Nifty went up, then started coming down. Again trend reversal happened at the level. So I see that this level is kind of important, right? So I am drawing a horizontal line. How can I draw a horizontal line? I can go here, I can take a horizontal line, then I can just click here, somewhere around here, and I can draw a horizontal line here. What can you see? Nifty went up, and this was acting as the resistance, then came down, then went up, resistance, then came down, then went up, it was broken, and then look how beautifully it started acting as a support then. But 1, 2, 3, 4 times it acted as a support. Even after so many months, if you see, Nifty came down, that support was taken, went up again, then came down, that support was taken, then went up again, came down, support was taken, and then there is some indecision here, went down, came back, then it acted as a resistance, see, then started coming down, then Nifty went up again. See, again consolidating around that zone, which is respecting that level, and then breaking out from there, then coming down, then that level acting as a support, then Nifty moving up, and then moved up and up and up, then never came back to this level, right? Just an example where this level, this price level of 7,500 acted as a resistance, then it acted as a support for a long period of time, then again it acted as a resistance, then Nifty broke out from there. Just one example. Let us look for more examples, right? So when I look for more levels, what do I see? Let me look for some important price levels, right? So I see here this level, if you look here, there was a trend reversal which happened here. Then if you see here, a trend reversal happened here also. Then if you see here, a trend reversal happened here also. At the same level around, you can see that once that is broken towards the lower direction, when Nifty tried moving up, it acted as resistance also multiple times. So let me draw, again take horizontal line. Let me draw a line somewhere around here. What can you see? Again, this was a support here, this was a support here, this was a support here. Then this is this level being broken with strength. Such a large red candle here, that too huge gap down openings, right? With such large strength is how Nifty could break this support. And after that, if you see here, the same level started acting as resistances. 1, 2, 3, and look at this, how beautifully with such strong price action, such large green candles is how Nifty could break out from this level. And again Nifty came down, Nifty took this level as a support. When did we draw this? We drew this line here. When I said we drew this line after 1, 2, 3 occurrences, you can look at the time frame here. I hope in post production, June 2015 at the bottom is highlighted. So in June 2015 is where we are drawing this line, and you see here in December 2015, that is after nearly 6 months, the same level is respected. You see here in June of 2016, that is after nearly 1 year, the same level was respected. Look at the beauty of support and resistances. So support and resistances, what you can call them, what I love to look at them are important price levels. If being attacked from the lower direction, it can act as a resistance. If attacked from the upper direction, it will act as a support. What we have to identify as traders are important price levels on a chart, and that is a skill that you need to acquire. Give it some time. Look into charts multiple times. Look at important points where trend reversals or breakouts or breakdowns are happening, then keep drawing those levels, and you can acquire this craft of identifying important support and resistances, right? Now for your benefit, let me take a few more examples for you, right? Now I'm zooming out a bit I'm zooming out, right? So when I'm zooming out a bit, I see Nifty moved up till here, somewhere around this zone, then came down so much, then came up till around the same level, see, around the same level, then came down again. So just by looking at those two, that is after looking at the fact that over this time period, Nifty respected this level beautifully, in the September of 2016, I'll come here and I'll draw a trend line at somewhere around here. Right? And it has turned out to be that the level is 9,000. See what happened? Here also when Nifty went up, see, Nifty had never gone up till 9,000. Nifty went up till 9,000, took resistance here one time, came down, then tried breaking 9,000, Could not do that. Then came down. Nifty came down so much. Then went back up so much, and again started coming down from 9,000. Then at this point is when I'm drawing a line there at 9,000, telling that okay, that seems to be an important level, so that next time when Nifty goes up till there, I'm not even looking at Nifty, okay? Next time when Nifty goes up till 9,000, either Nifty can start coming down again or Nifty can break out from there. Now, based on this understanding, I can take a trade, right? And that is what I'll do. So next time I'm watching, okay, next time when it happens is Nifty came down till here and see where it took support. Again, a level that we drew long way back in 2015. Anyways, really funny, right? It acted as a support beautifully, and then Nifty started moving up, and we know Nifty can move up till 9,000, and this line is where it can take a resistance, and see what happened. Beautifully, for these are day candles for your information. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 days, Nifty kind of respected 9,000, not being able to break 9,000. So seeing that, what can I do? I can wait. I can wait for a confirmation of that resistance coming into a picture, or I can wait for a confirmation of a breakout. What eventually happened? I'm waiting. And on 14th March of 2017, Nifty jumped over that level. There was a huge gap up opening. What does a gap up opening indicate? Huge buying in the market, right? So a resistance is being broken here with high price action, with high amount of buying happening. And this 9,000 level, which was a huge resistance level, was broken. And when that is broken, what does it mean? A breakout has happened. And when a breakout happens, what can you do? You can probably enter into a long position. You can buy it, right? And then see what happened to Nifty. Nifty then moved up, came down till where this level. Then that level acted as a support, and then Nifty just moved up and up and up and up and up till where 11,000. Look at the beauty of price action. Look at the beauty of supports and resistance. Again, important price levels are what we have to identify. Very simple. Now, again, let me not take any more examples. I'm just zooming out, and now we have drawn some levels in 2015, 2016 and all, right? Let us go into 2018, 2019, 20, 2021, and let us see if these levels are respected anytime in the future. What can you see? Okay? 2020 March, COVID crash happened. Nifty fell like there is no bottom. Nifty fell till where? Fell till where? Fell till beautifully this exact line that we drew. When? In 2015. An important price level in 2015, a support draw then, acting as a support even in 2020. I mean, do you see the important and power of support and resistance? That's exactly what I'm trying to show. Then Nifty moved up. After the COVID crash, Nifty moved up and took the initial resistance where? At the exact same 9,000 level that we drew way back in 2016. I hope you're understanding what I'm trying to convey. Then Nifty moved down, took support where? Somewhere near this level that again we drew back in 2015. Then Nifty moved back up. Then 9,000, Nifty is kind of consolidating around 9,000. That was broken eventually. Then came down, 9,000 acted as a support. Then Nifty started moving up and up and up. These are just few examples I took. Very few examples I took on a daily time frame, and you see how beautifully, ready, 1, 2, 3, 4, how beautifully and how magically they are working. This is the power of support and resistance. Now, this is something that we did on a daily time frame. The same things could be done on a 15 minutes time frame or a 5-minute time frame also. Do you want to see an example? I'll quickly show you an example, right? Now, I've actually come into 5-minute candles, 5-minute time frame in Nifty to actually show you, even in a smaller time frame, how you can find support and resistance. That too, not just with a horizontal line, but with a trend line also. Okay? Now we are going to draw a trend line support and a trend line resistance. Exciting? Let us do that, right? Now when I look into, this is actually what is happening in Nifty now. I'm shooting this video, this class on November 2nd, and this is November 2nd Nifty's move, right? And this is Nifty's move over the last many days, 1, 2, 3, 4, some 10, 15 days, right? So I'm just looking into Nifty's move here. What can I see? Now this is where observation and drawing lines, let it be horizontal lines or trend lines, are super important. I kind of feel that Nifty is moving in an upper trend line. Okay? On a trend line which is on the upper direction, right? Now, how do I draw that? We learned this in the last video. We go here, select trend line. Now, what I'm going to do is, in this uptrend that Nifty is in, I am going to connect the highs of Nifty. Okay? I'm kind of connecting the highs of Nifty. See what happened? Here Nifty, see, Now I've drawn this line, and now do you see this line acting as a resistance? See here, Nifty went up this line, then came down. Then Nifty again went up till this line, then came down. Then Nifty went up till this line, then came down. Then Nifty went up till this line and came down. Just like that, I also feel that there can be a line drawn connecting the lows also of this uptrend in Nifty. Somehow like this I can draw. So here also, if you see, after drawing this line, what can I see? When Nifty came down to this line, then Nifty moved up again. This line acting as a support. Here also Nifty coming down to this line, moving up. Here also Nifty coming down to this line and then moving up. Again coming down to this line and moving up. So this trend line that I have drawn has started acting as a support. And this trend line that I have drawn here is acting like a resistance. Okay. Now, how was this relevant? How can this practically be used? Now I'm waiting for Nifty to either break out of this trend line so that there can be even a higher up, or at one point if Nifty is coming here and not taking this line as a support. See, when Nifty comes down till here, I can either expect Nifty to take support here and move back up. Maybe I can take a long trade here, or if this support line is broken, then I can say that Nifty is not in an uptrend anymore. This trend line, which is a support, has been broken, and from here Nifty can probably move down. And based on that information, I can short Nifty. I can buy a put option in Nifty, I can short Nifty futures, or I can sell call option in Nifty, right? We'll learn about all those later, no worry. So what is important? Drawing these lines and understanding that these lines are acting as support and resistances, and based on that information, being able to be in a position to take trades in the future. Amazing. So now maybe again in the 5-minute charts, let me draw maybe one or two horizontal lines and show you how to draw supports and resistance even in a 5-minute chart. Okay, so yeah, I have zoomed out a bit to see or to have a larger understanding of what's happening here, right? So I'm looking for levels where Nifty has given respect before, right? So when I look here, I see this, right? If you see here, so Nifty is taking or trying to move up from here, but Nifty is not able to do that, then coming down. Then this level was broken with a gap up, and then Nifty is coming down, then moving up, then coming down, then moving up, then coming down, moving up, then never came back. So looking at here, I'll draw a line somewhere around, a horizontal line I'll draw somewhere around here. See? What can you see? Nifty is trying to move up, it is acting as the resistance, then Nifty broke that resistance, then it is acting as a support. So how is this relevant? Now I see that when this trend line support is broken, I see that Nifty has a support here. So I'm okay if Nifty moves down till here, I'll expect a support here, and I'll expect Nifty to move up from here. Just an example. Just like that, if I see something interesting happening here also, right? Nifty is taking a resistance here, moved down so much, then that was actually jumped over with this gap up opening, then that is never broken. See, it is coming here taking support, moved up, then coming here taking support. So I think I should probably draw a line here also. See, here it is acting as a resistance, coming down a lot, then it is acting as support. Now, if Nifty breaks this trend line support and comes down, and if this support is also broken, then I know there is next support is here. So I can plan my trades accordingly. I hope you are getting my point. What was our original discussion? Identifying support and resistance. What is it? Simply put, what is it? Looking into a chart. Let it be any time frame. Looking into a chart, identifying a trend, identifying trend reversals, identifying breakout and breakdowns happening from a specific price level multiple times. Then that price level becomes important for you. Draw a line there. That line, that price level will be important forever in that instrument. That is that. End of discussion. Cool. Now again, when we did that, when we try to identify support and resistance, I also got into some practical trading application, which I will call out here. What are the practical trading application using support and resistance? Number one, time frame depends on the trader or investor, but all levels work. You can look into daily time frame, you can look into 5-minute time frame, you can look into 15 minutes time frame. Looking into any time frame, you can draw lines. You can identify important price levels. Important price levels are important price levels in any time frame. So time frame doesn't actually matter here as what I would say. Okay, but again, if you are an intraday player, intraday trader, you can in fact look more into 5-minute and 15-minute candles. And if you are a long-term investor, you can look just into daily time frame. Okay, because if you look into 5-minute and 15-minute candles, you will actually get more levels. you'll get more lines on your chart. You don't need that, right? If you are a long-term investor. So if you're a long-term investor, you can just look into daily candles and draw your lines, draw your support and resistances. If you're an intraday trader, you can actually look into 5-minute and 15-minute candles and then draw your support and resistance. Okay. Point number 2 is again very practical trading application, right? Buy when a support is confirmed and sell when a support is broken. When a stock has taken a support and then it has started moving up, candlestick has given you confirmation, and maybe the technical indicators that we are going to learn in the coming videos have given you confirmation that it has started moving up, a support is confirmed, you can buy there, right? Or if a support is broken with confirmation, big price action, support has been broken, a breakdown has happened, you can sell it there. Practical application, right? Just like that, sell when a resistance is confirmed and buy when a resistance is broken. Very clear. So support resistance analysis can be used for trade entry and trade exit also. Say Nifty or the instrument came down, the stock came down till a support, it took a support and started moving up. You can take a long entry there, you can buy the stock there, then it is moving up and up and up, and then when it is reaching a resistance level, you can exit the stock there. Support being used for trade entry and a resistance level being used for trade exit. Beautiful, right? Now we spoke about trade entry and trade exit. Now support and resistance are so beautiful and so powerful that even when you are in a trade, apart from helping you in trade entry and exit, it can also help you in setting your stop loss level. For example, when you are in a long trade, if you have bought a stock, you can keep the stop loss below the near support. Because if you're in a long trade, the stock can move down, right? It is not like you entered a long trade, you bought a stock, it can only move up and up and up. It can come down also. So you have to keep an intelligent SL. Where can you keep an intelligent SL? Below the near support. So that maybe the stock moves down, it even moves down below your original buying price, even then it is okay. Then if there is a support below, let it go down till the support, and because there is a chance that from the support it can again reverse and start moving up again. So keep your stop loss when you are in a long position below the support level. Just like that, when you are in a short selling trade, keep your SL above the near resistance. I hope that is clear. Now this is how you can practically use the knowledge that you gained in today's video to actually start taking trades. But that is where I'll add this also. When you're practically taking a trade, don't just take a trade just using support resistance analysis. Always club the multiple analysis and studies that you already know. For example, we have already learned about candlestick analysis, trend analysis. Now you know support and resistance also. In the coming videos, we'll be learning multiple technical indicators, multiple price action based chart patterns also. So when you learn all these, you might like some, you might see that some are working, you might see that some are not working. So depending on what you like and eliminating what you do not like, you will end up having your own setup with multiple analysis. So when you are bringing in multiple analysis, you are actually getting a even higher probability trade setup. And when you start taking trades with such a higher probability trade setup is when you start making money, when you start winning, and when you start actually becoming a good trader. All the best for that. This video is done here. So if you liked the video, make sure that you smash the like button. Make sure you share the video with as many of your trader friends as much as possible. And also make sure you jump into the comment section, ask your doubts. I'll make sure that I reply to each and every one of your doubts, right? So yeah, that is it from my side in this video. As always, let's learn, trade, invest, and grow together. See you in the next class. Bye-bye.